So NZXT just made a massive change to its digital presence, as well as one of its most popular pre-built computers. And spoiler alert, you're gonna hate it. Before we get started, quick reminder to join the Tech Audit TV Discord. At the end of this month, I am giving away $500 to put towards your desk setup, really deck that baby out. And along with joining the Discord and having a chance to win that, I also post tech deals every single day that will help you improve your PC setup, whether it's for gaming, working from home, whatever. It's all in the Discord, link down below. So if you were to take a look at the NZXT website, you will notice that they got a fresh new design. And one of the key things is if you type in let's build, it's BLD.com, it no longer goes to its own dedicated website. They have now migrated all of that over to the main NZXT website, which to me is a sign that they're really taking the build lineup very serious by bringing that in here. Well, if you're gonna make all these changes, what better time to increase the price of your $1,600 streaming PC to something like, oh, I don't know, how about $3,000? Yes, NZXT is now charging $3,000 instead of the $1,600 that they were charging not too long ago. And if you take a look at their website and you look at the specs of this PC, you're gonna ask, well, what on earth is different about it that is causing such a big price hike? Well, first off, you've got the CPU flipping back to the 5600X instead of the 3700X. So, most consider this a better processor. It's certainly better for gaming. And then the other thing, a small thing is they did up the power supply to a 750 watt gold instead of the, I believe, 650 bronze that it was. And the big one, you are now getting an RTX 3090 graphics card. So there's two questions I ask when I look at this price. First, is the price in general worth it for this particular build? Second, is this the best buy for a person who's wanting to get into streaming? Well, first let's break down the price. And I went ahead and on PC Part Picker, I put in every single part with the exception of the GPU. And if you were to build this computer without the GPU, that's gonna cost you about $885. That's not really getting any deals. That's just kind of going on what's available to buy right now. Now, the cheapest you're gonna get a 3090 graphics card is obviously the $1,500 MSRP, and even getting that is extremely difficult. Your best bet is to do something like a Best Buy drop and get lucky or whatnot, but realistically, even on a deal, you're gonna be paying somewhere closer to $2,000, and if you're gonna be paying these scalper prices on eBay or something like that, you're realistically in that $2,500 to $3,000 range, give or take. So the price of the graphics card alone, with the scalper prices going on, is about $3,000. So that means that you're gonna be paying about $600 over MSRP for the graphics card. $3,000 all in. You don't have to worry about trying to get lucky on some drop. You'll own it. Again, a little bit over MSRP. Is this a bad deal for this particular build? Right now in today's market, no, this is a pretty good deal. I wouldn't say it's a fantastic deal, but it's not a bad deal. Now, here's where my complaint comes in. This is overkill for most people who are trying to get into streaming. You do not need a 3090 graphics card to handle a really good stream, especially if you're gonna be dual PC streaming. You could easily buy a $1,000 computer for your gaming and another $1,000 computer for to handle the actual streaming and OBS and whatnot. And you'll get better performance on that stream than you would with the $3,000 streaming PC from NZXT. So do I recommend the streaming PC for someone who is wanting to get into streaming and take it more serious? No, I would not. Here's what I would do. I would go to NZXT's website and I would go to, you see under gaming PCs here, we want to go to the starter series. And when you see this, they've got three of them: the Starter Plus, and the Starter Pro. The Starter Pro is $1,400. This is only $200 cheaper than where the streaming PC was. Now, granted, you're not going to get a 30 series card. The most recent streaming PC before the price hike was the 3060 Ti. In this case, you're still getting 16 gigs of RAM and you are getting a 2060 card. That's still a good card. I follow many streams on Twitch who game on a 2060 and their streams are fantastic. You do not need a 3090 card. Again, it's great to have and it's a good deal, like I said, but it's unnecessary to spend $3,000 on a PC if your whole goal is, I just want to be able to play good games and have good streams. This is a much better entry point for most people who are looking into the streaming PC. So that's my general take on this situation. I know a lot of you are unhappy. In general, I'm not a big fan of how they position this. If it were up to me, what I would have done is actually taken the Starter Pro and called it something like the, maybe just call it the streaming PC or streaming PC Lite, and then take your current $3,000 streaming PC and call that the streaming PC Pro. And so you essentially have two PCs within the streaming lineup, not just take the one that was $1,600 and force everybody to get a 3090 card. That, I think, for most people is not a desirable move. Let me know what you think about this change that NZXT did in the comments. Do you already have the streaming PC? Are you looking into getting one? And does this make you more or less likely to get one, considering it now has a 3090 card? Let me know down below. And once again, if you love tech deals, be sure to join the Discord. It is a great place. I'm telling you, I wouldn't be pushing it this much if it wasn't such a cool place with a lot of benefits. And we've got some really cool stuff coming up in this Discord. So I will see you over there. Until next time, my name is Brandon Hassler, and this is Tech Audit TV.